Savaged.
This program contains subject matter and language that may be disturbing to some viewers. Viewer discretion is advised.
There we go again.
More technical problems. We live in the 21st century.
Savaged. Unfiltered.
Well, again, that's part of why they had the special counsel.
Your host, Michael Gardner. Like a Hellcat.
But now,
Savage.
we are a
Collaboration from day one.
We are a failing nation. We are a nation that has the highest inflation in 50 years.
Still,
And
it's
where
a
the
load
stock
of bull.
market
Yeah, they
finished
wouldn't
the
know
worst
a fact
first
if
half
it
of
came
the
out of
year
their toilet and
since
put them in there.
It's
18
terrible.
Who's with the
72.
tweeters, apparently? He's just
Likewise, we are a
tweeting.
nation
See,
that
he's
has the
talking
highest
about their
energy costs
inviting
in
the
history.
liberal trolls
able to
to
live
attack
your life
him.
without a
Energy
mask. And it's
independent
like they say, well, some
or-
businesses
these
do
things be
do it.
self-evident.
As
It's
we were
irrational.
All
just
men and women
2
created by
short
go. You
years
know this.
ago.
You know.
We are a nation that is begging
We can't
Venezuela,
afford it by
Saudi
just
Arabia,
eliminating
and many
getting
others
them
for oil.
treat
Please help us.
as much as
Joe
well.
Biden
Come on,
says,
I got hairy legs.
as we have more liquid gold right under our feet than any other country
That's
anywhere
outrageous.
in
And
the
if they don't
world.
like the food, well, that's just too damn bad. Yeah. 1 million people come into the United States of America totally unvetted. You know? We know that. So it's not that big a jump to...
Savaged. Unfiltered.
Alrighty, guys, welcome to the show. Welcome to Savaged Unfiltered. Guys, that intro may hit some of you guys really, really hard. We put that together the last couple days ago. Shaky and myself had some voiceover with Joseph, myself, and Sauce there in the middle of the clip. If you paid attention, guys, we are becoming a nation of decline, and we got a lot more to say on this show, a lot more on the topics, guys. Stay tuned. Alrighty, guys, welcome to the show. Welcome to Savage Unfiltered. Shaky, get this freaking lay off. I like that one better. There we go. Anyway, Shaky forgetting to put the layups. Shaky, you're inches away from getting out of the door. Like Jackie Carlson or Gleason, I think it was Jackie Gleason said, one of these days, Alice, to the moon.
To the moon. Right? Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You're going to pull a Donald Trump. You're fired.
You're fired. Yes. So the intro to this to today's show, Joseph, we are going into decline. I've noticed. I could say we are because I've noticed in the last I want to say almost a year now. Prior from Georgia to Florida now, I've seen a little bit of Florida. I used to see a lot of it in Georgia. More people lining up to the soup kitchen lines more than ever. It's crazy stuff, man. Crazy.
Yeah, your opening clip. Are we going to survive after Biden? Can we survive 2 more years to get rid of Biden?
Yeah.
It's the big question. And hopefully I'll get a little more with it as the show gets on. I'm a little groggy. I'm still in my night attire. People don't know I suffer chronic fatigue immune dysfunction syndrome as one of my many health problems. So I normally don't roll out of bed till noon Eastern. So I got out of bed early for this. That's my dedication to this show.
I appreciate it, Joseph.
Now my phone's gonna ring.
Yeah. Joseph's secretary forgot to put the phone on mute there, but yeah. Yeah, man, I appreciate that. We had a cancellation last minute, guys, by Dr. Shawana Levin Fox that was supposed to join us here from the capital of Israel. She, I guess, I don't know, man. You know how those are, Joseph. You have people that are all on board with it, and then I guess she forgot to watch a show or something, and she found out what we were about. She's like, "You're a little bit on the politics side, and I hate to come on." I was like, "Geez, thanks for
Yeah.
canceling last minute."
Yeah, I don't do that. I'm willing to go on any show that'll have me talk about my book. I don't care what kind of show it is. I don't
Yeah.
watch. I don't care. I've been on Paranormal Phil's show talking paranormal activities, and
Yeah.
I've been on shows talking UFOs. I was on with an atheist whose show is called The Bible Says What, where he just spends an hour attacking Christians. So, and I'm more than happy to be there, stay there, and defend my faith. I'll talk to anybody, and you're gonna give it to me.
Yeah.
You're gonna get it right fucking back.
Well, this is what she was another woman similar to the child caseworker that we had previously on before with that gentleman that actually sent Joseph and I a book. So thank you very much for that.
Yeah.
She's similar to that, but she did want to talk about world peace, but she said that we were a little bit more radicalized and extreme. She sent two emails. I sent one email to Joseph. I don't know if he got it, but it's just, yeah.
I was looking forward to talking to her. I mean, because there's a lot of shows out. Maybe if she didn't do enough research. If she'd have done more, I think maybe, just maybe, since there's so much of that BDS bullshit and anti-Semitism on so many left-wing shows here in America, maybe she was a little afraid of that. And I was looking forward to talking about how Israel is such a great model for that
Yeah.
region. I mean, Arabs and non-Arabs live together in Israel, and the left won't acknowledge that fact. And
Yeah.
Muslims, Jews, Christians all live together within the state of Israel peacefully together.
Yeah.
They work together. The Soda Stream factory, which I'm a proud owner of the Soda Stream unit.
There you go.
Arab, Muslims, Jews, Christians all work side by side in that factory, get along just fine. The problem are the anti-Semite outside forces, who. And I was looking forward to talking to that. Israel is peaceful. Yeah, they send missiles outside. Yeah, they use Israeli IDF airstrikes in self-defense. And biblically, self-defense is biblical. You can defend yourself. It's thou shalt not murder. You shall not murder innocent in cold blood. Thou shalt not kill is a warped, improper translation, because murdering an innocent innocence is what's anti-biblical.
Yeah, well, I think it's pretty cool because USA is actually in the middle of the word Israel. If you look at it, it does state USA, and I think that's kind of cool. Maybe that's coincidence. Who knows? But she wasn't really on board with it. She was like, I'm gonna, sadly regret coming on and this and that. I'm like, well, we sent her an email. If you ever want to come back on, you're more than welcome to come on.
Yeah, well, send her the opening of this show. Send her a copy of this show now so she could see. You're going to get a friendly audience here. If you are under the misimpression otherwise, I don't know what to tell you.
Well, get this story here, guys. We're talking about the nation of decline, with homelessness and just what everything is going on here in the nation. I was in Tampa, Clearwater, just over the weekend, Saturday night going into, we got back very early this morning. I took my daughter over to Clearwater Beach, Tampa. And we were, going around downtown Tampa, and we were on the they have a trolley over there, Joseph, like a streetcar.
Oh, yeah.
And we're on the streetcar. Yeah. Yeah, we're on the streetcar, and we're seeing a whole load of people coming in, as it brings a lot of, presence on the streetcar. And we noticed more people coming in with these boxes. And my daughter's like, I guess the grocery stores ran out of not garbage bags, but grocery bags. I said, yeah, maybe. Maybe we thought they were coming from like a Costco or Sam's Club.
Oh.
And then we noticed there was no Sam's Club or Costco around. So I'm like, where the hell are these people coming with these boxes of food? And there's more, like each stop, we're on another stop. There's another box of food coming on. And I'm looking at one of the ladies next to me and I said, are you from this area? And she says, yeah. I said, what's up with all these boxes of food? She says, oh, it's Monday. A lot of people go to the soup kitchens on Monday, to get the boxes of food. I said, oh man, it's terrible.
Yeah.
Terrible.
Yeah. I see
not
more
one person, not two people, Joseph, but like 5, 10, 15 people coming on with different boxes.
There are several people around here that that used to have like those lending book library things. You see them outside of somebody's house that have converted them to food pantries where they stock them with, canned goods and things like that. So people in the area in need can stop by and grab stuff. Yeah.
Terrible.
But yeah, you're right. I mean, it's gotten worse. It's probably going to get even worse because inflation is not going to get under control anytime soon. Yes, it's eased a bit, but Corinne Jean-Pierre, the token lesbian black spokesperson,
right?
She isn't qualified. She's only there because she's a black lesbian, like Pete Buttigieg. And our former governor, Jennifer Granholm, has no business being in charge of the Department of Energy. That's the joke. But now I forgot where I was. Like I said, I haven't been out of bed very long, so my train of thought left there. But cringe talk about the price of gasoline. Well, hey, have you paid attention? It's on the rise again. So stop with this. The price of gas is down. Yeah, it's down from the 100% that it was. It went down to 50% more than when Trump left office. Now we're back to costing 75% more than when Trump left office. So we're nowhere near where gas prices should be, and it's all because of leftist policy. And skip this bullshit about leases. Yes, they have all kinds of leases, but what the left doesn't want you to know, or they don't know because they're too stupid to understand, they just parrot the talking point. They have access to all kinds of leases, but when you withhold the permit, that's what matters. I can have a car in my driveway, but if I don't have the driver's license permit to drive it on the road, technically I can't use it.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, speaking of car, possibly car insurance, did you see the latest of Joe Biden now stating that car insurance is considered racist? Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Guys,
no.
check this out. Yeah. If you think I'm lying, I have an actual ticker, with breaking news today on, today is January 7th. It's when we're recording the show. Actually, now Florida, we'll go to the Florida thing, but I want to go to there it is, right there on the bottom. Joe Biden now saying no basis for racist car insurance race other than you're black and I'm white. He said that.
Well,
who says this garbage, man?
Actually, that's been a thing for a while here in the Detroit area. Car insurance costs a lot more in Detroit than it does for me in the suburbs. It has nothing to do with my white skin. It has everything to do with there are blacks, whites, Asians, Hispanics, all types in Detroit. It has to do with the car theft rings and the amount of car theft. That's why it costs more. It has nothing to do with anyone's skin tone.
Well, I don't know. According to Joe, I mean, what does Joe think, guys?
How can you talk if you haven't got a brain?
I don't know.
But some people without brains do an awful lot of talking, don't they?
Yes,
Right.
I guess you're right.
Oh, I'm a failure because I haven't got a brain.
Failure. He's a failure. If he only had a brain. I love that meme. Yeah.
Yeah, that's great.
We
Yeah,
found
he's
that
right.
somewhere on Instagram the other day, Joseph and I was like, Shaky, you got to download that. We got to put that in the show.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
perfect. And he's right. There are a whole lot of people in DC without brains that do a lot of talking. You know, if all they did was talk, we'd be okay. The problem is they have the ability to do stupid shit. That's where the problem is.
Yeah, they do a lot of stupid crap. On to other news, guys. I want to get into some other news here. There's a new thing going into Florida here, guys. Yes, Florida is now threatening to suspend licensing of businesses failing to provide proof of E-Verify. Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Yes.
If
Amen.
Yeah.
I was just at a restaurant.
If they're not going to E-Verify, yeah.
I was just at a restaurant last night. I went to watch the end of the Vikings-Giants game somewhere, and a big sign on their front door: "We use E-Verify in our hiring practice." So, yeah,
Great.
you know,
they need to.
The
They
sign
need
is
to.
one.
Yeah.
Whether they do it or not is another thing, but there's a
phone
sign
again.
there that should at least, the damn phone again, of course. So I'm going to have to go back to unplugging it before the shows. I have no idea why people are calling me at 10:27 in the morning.
10:27 in the morning. Yeah.
I'm
telling you.
Before the election, I had to unplug the phone because, I was getting a lot of election-related calls. But post-election, I haven't been getting a whole lot of phone calls. But all of a sudden today again, everybody's deciding to call me again.
Joseph's a popular man. You know, he's definitely popular. But speaking of DeSantis, did you guys see what DeSantis? DeSantis has been busy this past week. Now doing tremendous amounts of excellence towards the healthcare here in the state of Florida. Check this clip out, guys. Shaky, plug this in.
You should never be discriminated against based on your NRA status at all in any way. You shouldn't be. It should not even be an issue. You should also have protections about masks. You should be able to live your life without a mask. And it's like they say, well, some businesses make you do it. It's irrational to be forcing this in any way. Now, the government in Florida, we don't allow government agencies to do it, but you still have these areas where people are being told to go here or there, and I just think it's a civil right to be able to breathe the fresh air and be able to live your life. So we're going to be working on a lot of this. I think it'll be a really good package, and I think we'll be leading the nation yet again.
Yeah, I applaud DeSantis for signing that. Thank you very much.
Absolutely.
Yes.
I unplugged the phone, so no more phone interruptions. While the clip was playing, I figured I'd do that.
Well, if it's a case of emergency and Joseph has to go, we do understand, family before shows. Yes. But, DeSantis, I mean, he stated very clearly last year, the year before that, even though Joseph has to say, DeSantis was enforcing masks when it first started.
And
but
he
feels that
he
feels that you should be able to breathe fresh air.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, whereas Kristi Noem, the governor of South Dakota, did not have 1 second of either lockdown or mandate of any kind. But and Charlie Crist, of all people, tried to attack DeSantis with that during the the election, which is hilarious since the blue states were the worst lockdown and mask mandate states of all, and he tried to attack DeSantis. But I'm about honesty and truth, and as long as DeSantis says, "I did it, I made a mistake, I quickly reversed course," I'm with you. But don't try to cover it up. Don't pretend otherwise. You know.
Yeah, don't try to cover it up. Yeah. I tell you. So Joseph, what do you think about this homeless issue, man? You know, we're seeing a big thing of homeless. That kind of ties back to an episode we did, a 3-part series. But homeless, man, is not going away. They just put out a report. America is facing homelessness more now than ever under this Biden administration and any other president.
Yeah, and
it's a growing issue.
There was we did an America in Decline episode a few months ago too. People should go back and check that out after this one too. And somebody Loudon, I don't remember first name, a former football player, lives in the San Diego area. He was just on the news yesterday talking about creating a tent encampment somewhere in a more rural area to get them out of the urban center. Well, why? Because his leftist policy bit him in the ass. He was assaulted somewhere in San Diego the other day. So now that it affects him, he cares. Let's and then like in New York with the idiot mayor there who built that, spent millions to build a tent city when we were busing people up to New York, and then never used it, dismantled it, is spending millions more now to put them up in fancy hotels, which they are, of course, trashing.
Well, we're definitely becoming a nation of decline. We're definitely becoming a nation of decline. Yes, a broken nation. Nation is broken.
You had part of the clip in the opening about that, and they're rejecting the food that we're giving them in the hotel. If you don't like it, get the fuck out. Go back where you came out from.
Yeah.
You don't like
Judge
food,
Janine.
You don't like where we're putting you up. You're trashing it. Get the fuck out. Go back.
Yeah, Judge Janine said the same thing, Joseph. Judge Janine says they're complaining about the conditions in this. You're getting put up in a $500 a night hotel in New York City, you simple-minded asshole. If you don't, Joseph, I would love to be put up in a $500 hotel for free. I mean, I would. I can't afford $500 a night. I don't think you can either. I mean, that's a lot of fucking money.
I can't afford a $50 days in a night.
Wow. But I mean, Judge Janine labeled it correct on the 5 this past week. We plugged that into the intro, they're saying that they're entitled. They're entitled. What the fuck are they entitled for?
They're entitled for a kick in the ass across the Rio Grande is what they're entitled to.
Yeah. But you got to check this out here. The word aloha now, that's getting attention now. It's now considered racist.
Yeah, yesterday on the 5, they talked about it. Yeah,
guys, check this clip out. Yeah, I'll plug it in for you.
Desperate to broaden its appeal from its traditional white guy base, the National Hockey League has been forced to backtrack over an ad it posted for an upcoming Florida job fair after Governor Ron DeSantis' office slammed the ad as discriminatory. In the now deleted help wanted post, the organizers required participants in the fair to be either female, a minority, LGBTQIA+, a person with disability, or a veteran. That's it. Straight white men who didn't serve in the military need not apply. DeSantis' team blasting the job fair event, quote, NHL, you are officially on notice about your planned events in Florida. Unlawful discrimination will not be tolerated. It kind of reminds the judge of the Irish need not apply days in the 19th century.
Yeah, isn't it interesting how with the woke we keep going back to that?
Going backwards, yeah.
That it is a backward trajectory that the woke want to bring us to, which I think is a takedown of this country. Get rid of everything, get rid of the statues, get rid of the concepts, the fundamentals like law and order, and all white men, you're worthless and you're a supremacist. But the thing about this is that one of the things I wanted to address is the word aloha. They said that in that word aloha, that we shouldn't use it because we don't really know the meaning of the word aloha, which I always thought was hello. And they're saying, no, it signals more and you are appropriating if you use that word. I mean, how crazy is this?
It's like hello and love and all the good stuff all in one word, but they don't want you to use it.
Yeah, they don't want you to use it. Now, I used to swear in newly naturalized citizens, like 300 people at a time. And it was the happiest day of their lives. And there would be Indians and there would be Spanish and French and Egyptians. And I would say hello in like 10 different languages as part of including everyone, right? Not trying to exclude them. It's crazy.
Judge
It's just
Janine,
crazy.
this is Joy Baya. That's racist. You can't say that. My God.
I can't say hola?
No.
My God.
And Greg Gutfeld is the only one who can't go to the job fair.
Why?
You're a straight white man.
Whitey.
Well, I don't know. I'm a whitey.
You
I
whitey?
don't know. I think they should open this up to include the actual players.
Oh, the hockey players.
Yes. I mean, it's like why are they just limiting this to office jobs and executive operations? I think that all those people that you mentioned should be eligible to play hockey.
Damn right. Whitey.
Hey,
Can't
now
play that because you're white.
Now you're messing with my sport. Hockey was my sport growing up. And hockey, unfortunately, the NHL is getting this pathetic woke bug now, too.
They're fucking terrible,
ruining
Joseph.
it.
Yeah.
And, it's like Judge Janine said, they're not progressive. They are regressive. We've been saying this for decades. They are regressive. Yeah. Look at, like one of them mentioned, I forget which one, about the inclusion. They're not about inclusion. They want segregation again. They're regressive. They're bringing back segregation. They want black-only dorms. That's not a diversity and inclusion. They want black-only graduations. That's not diversity and inclusion. That's just the opposite. Like everything. This nation, I was just on a show the other day on Wham, one of the Wham Saturday shows called in. Diversity, inclusion, and equity. We call it that way. DIE, D-I-E, not D-E-I, D-I-E, because it's about death. It's about killing American culture. Diversity they call it diversity and inclusion, but that's what America always was about once we finally ended slavery.
Well, once we gave the participation trophies to them, now that they started to feel they needed to be more appreciative. You know?
Yeah, but we always knew we were going to end slavery. And what have we been called? A nation of immigrants, the great melting pot. It's not cultural appropriation, you fucking idiots. It's called paying homage. And we are the great melting pot. So I don't want to see a non-Hispanic leftist go anywhere near a Taco Bell because in your terms, you're culturally appropriating. If you're not anywhere, if you're not Italian like me in part, don't you dare go to an Olive Garden, even though Olive Garden isn't really a true Italian restaurant. It's Italian American, like like Taco Bell is, Amerimex again, but you get my point. So
I get your point.
Hypocrisy. It's hypocrisy. Spare us this cultural appropriation crap. Yeah. We are a melting pot. It's like Tom McDonald, the white rapper, white, blonde, blue-eyed rapper. He has a video, politically incorrect. Look up on YouTube, politically incorrect Tom McDonald, the rapper, after this, and he talks about that. He has his blonde hair in braids, and I think I've seen that video, Joseph. Yeah, you call it cultural appropriation. I'm paying homage. So screw you with your leftist, wokest garbage.
For God's sake, screw all of you. Guys, we'll be right back after these. Don't go anywhere.
Today, we are all connected, brought together to celebrate a better way to get around Florida. A smarter way. An alternative to our state's crowded roads. Transportation that will unite the state of Florida. Connecting you to the cities of Orlando, West Palm Beach, Fort Lauderdale, and Miami like never before. Moving you seamlessly between new urban centers. Strategically located exactly where you want to be. Near more of the places you want to go. through comfortable and accommodating stations. With modern trains built to deliver convenience with frequent on-time departures. Comfort with reserved seating and quality food and drink. Productivity with Wi-Fi and power to keep you working and always in touch. And speed, moving effortlessly between Miami and Orlando in 3 hours, while delivering you just steps away from local commuter trains, buses, and cabs. Moments away from endless opportunities to work and play. Florida, this is your transportation future. It's not just smart, it's Brightline.
You know, I want to thank Brightline for that tremendous sponsorship through Brightline. I've happened to use Brightline, you know, from Fort Lauderdale to Miami, and I could tell you, Joseph, what a wonderful, wonderful little alternative. I mean, it saves traffic, especially going through downtown Miami. Oh my God. That Brightline, and they're expanding too. They're going to go starting, I believe, this October or November. Brightline will be going from Orlando up the East Coast to Cocoa Beach, which consists of the Space Coast, right near Cape Canaveral, and then it's going to shoot left over the what's called the B line 520, and that's going to take you into downtown Orlando over near the airport. So they are expanding. Ron DeSantis just signed I forgot what the hell it's called. It's some kind of grant or something. It's like a federal grant that he got from the government, like back when Trump was in office, to build for the more of an infrastructure system that we have in Florida. So great stuff.
Yeah. Oh, it's got to connect to the airport. We've looked at here in Detroit too, connecting Detroit Metro, which is actually in the suburb. It's in Romulus, Michigan. Actually, it's not far. It's the airport is closer to me, called Detroit Metro, than the actual city limits of Detroit is to me. So, and they've talked about putting a rail back and forth from the airport to downtown Detroit, and I'm all for that. Some initial government investment is fine by me, because again, we are paying money in taxes. We should get some of it back. So in the infrastructure bill, that should have been in the infrastructure bill rather than the money laundering to Democrat donors that bill mainly was. But it has to become self-sustaining within a short period of time. The subsidies can be up front to get it going, but at some point, like Amtrak, I love Amtrak. I've been on Amtrak, but the degree of subsidies still that we put into it is way too much. We got to cut that back. I'm sorry, the ticket prices have got to go up. Some lines of Amtrak are just going to have to be cut out for cost cutting because it is not self-sustaining. It eventually has to be self-sustaining, or it has to come to an end. We are a market-driven society. But I wanted to add one more thing about the topic before the break.
Yeah.
And again,
I agree with you, Joseph.
I want you to send this link to our guest from Israel. It said shalom on there. It's not that you couldn't or couldn't say shalom. It's that nowadays, with the anti-Semite leftists in this country, you're taking your life in your hands if you say shalom, and an anti-Semite might want to beat you to death over it.
Yeah.
So, that's why you can't say shalom. It has nothing to do with cultural appropriation. It has to do with anti-Semites on the left.
Yeah, hopefully we can get her back on the show. I mean, I think she was just a little bit of intimidated by, myself or yourself or anybody that's been on the show,
Yeah.
Like you see the word savaged. Yeah.
Yeah, she needs to watch this episode and understand. And again, terror strikes, right? There is no nation on this planet that faces the terrorism issue more than the Jewish people and the state of Israel. So
Yeah.
if you think I'm not going to be friendly to you, I don't know where you got your fake news from.
I don't. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know. But we got some statistics here, guys, of just what we're talking about on the show. We're talking about a mixture of things: immigration issues, homeless issues, border issues. Check this out, guys. This is a clip that we put together yesterday, Shaky and I, with just how America is becoming under this radicalized president.
Savaged, unfiltered.
All these right here. Border 78,323. And I wrote some tweets out, guys. You can see the tweets. Real world data, right? According to Joe Biden, the wages are up. Jobs are there. We're fixing the road, this and that. Yeah, right.
Well, you know what? Words have meaning, and this to give him a little credit, because again, I deal in facts and truth. I'm not a hyper-partisan hack. I am a Christian conservative constitutionalist. I am part of the GOP, but there's a whole lot of rhinos that are just as bad, if not worse, than fascocrats, as I call them. But are wages up? Well, yeah, inflation's been up. People have been getting some wage increases. It's not keeping up with the rate of inflation, however. So can you say wages are up? Okay, yeah, technically, I guess they are. But
they're up though because of a reason, though, Joseph. They're up because of the inflation rates. Yeah, every time inflation goes up, of course your wage is going to go up. The system was designed to keep us in poverty. It's simple.
And the point here is that the wage increases are not keeping up with the rate of inflation. So the real news here is that your buying power with the dollars you've got are worth less than they were. So you're losing ground, not gaining ground like they want you to believe. And the same with the unemployment.
Well, why are they lying so much, Joseph? Hold on.
Yeah.
Why are they lying so much? Why are they saying that, we're doing so much better than the Trump administration. We're creating jobs. We're doing this. Well, people are forced now to have 3-4 jobs now because of what you're doing to America, you numrod. You're increasing everything due to poor negotiation with companies, countries across the pond, wherever. Your negotiations, Biden, they suck. Like you literally, you're like a negotiation is supposed to be about a board meeting. You sit down with countries, you sit down with world leaders, and you come up with an agenda, some type of understanding. Your negotiations are like, okay, that sounds great. What? You didn't even sit down. You're supposed to sit down with people. You don't sit down. You're like, that sounds great. Okay.
Well, the other thing about inflation, too, the rate they tell you, the CPI is bullshit. It's like I'm going to tie it back to the Obama-Biden years, too. The CPI has been rejiggered, reworked the way it's defined so that it isn't true. The real rate of inflation is like double what the CPI claims. And I'm on Social Security disability. So my COLA this time around is nowhere close to going to make up for the real rate of inflation. So I am losing ground, not gaining ground, losing ground, even though I get a COLA adjustment. Same with unemployment. During the Obama-Biden years, they changed the way they recorded unemployment so that those numbers are artificially low. The only thing that matters is the workforce participation rate, which hit an all-time record low under Obama, and is even lower, a new record low of workforce participation under Biden.
I can't stand that. I can't stand that work participation shit. I really can't. I mean, it's a load of crap.
And they aren't creating new jobs. A lot of these jobs that are being filled are still leftover layoff COVID jobs. Places shut down. They're still looking to get that help back now that they're finally starting to get their feet back on their, under them. So these aren't new jobs. These are people finally returning to work. But again, are there more people being employed? Technically, yes. But, that's the spin.
I think
You've
it's by
got to
force,
look at the
Joseph.
whole picture. Got to look at the whole picture for the truth. The actual
Yeah, I think it's
truth.
by force. I think people are working by force. That's my personal opinion.
Well, yeah, you enjoy eating, you tend to want to work. Yeah, so you can afford
Right.
the food you
Yeah.
want. Unlike the immigrants in New York, like we were talking about, oh, I'm too good for this food you want to feed me. I deserve what? What? You broke into our nation. What do you want? Caviar? Get the fuck out.
Right? Yeah, get out of here.
That's a
Get outta here.
callback.
Guys,
Yeah.
I gotta get another break, and I know it sounds like we just had another break, but we got to get these breaks in because they kind of help the show out, guys. We'll be right back. Joseph's on fire with this stuff, and I want to talk about the latest with these people. These people are cleaning up a park, guys. You got to check this clip out. Just the disgustness of this picture here. You'll see what I'm talking about. Be right back, guys.
Enjoy presentations with Canva.
We always believed the welcoming spirit was a small town thing. Turns out we were wrong.
From the places that don't have a welcome sign, to the spots where you don't look the part, the moments where you don't even know where you are. Wherever Jim Beam is welcome, you'll be welcome too.
Yeah, I think Joseph is like, Mike, this is reminds me of a fucking show. Are we doing a podcast or are we doing talk radio? Jesus Christ. Am I on like fucking Fox's some kind of program or something?
Yeah,
what's going on here?
Even podcasts cost money. You got to get the money from somewhere. And you did Jim Beam, but I was just on social media the other day. Someone had a beer and boobs causing men to make big mistakes for decades, And I said, well, my issue was always shots of Jack Daniels. So Jim Beam's okay, but I
can't drink it anymore.
Daniels. Oh, I can't either.
I get the gag reflex. If I try to drink a shot or something, I'll be on the floor after like one. I can't do it. It's terrible.
Same with me. Yeah, I turned 60 this year. The body can't handle that stuff no more.
No, not anymore. But guys, this clip I was talking about before we took the break here, a group of, I guess, community volunteers are in a park and they're trying to clean up a mess that was created through the area's homeless, because, a lot of homeless, don't get me wrong, I don't have anything against homeless people. Some of them are the most humblest, nicest people in the world, but some of them are just out of control, out of touch, alcoholics, drug addicts. And these people, Joseph, they're trying to clean up the park. And then you have these other group of people that are basically, they're doing it intentionally. And they're making a scene. You got to check this out, guys. This is part of what we're talking about today with a broken society. I don't know where that was. I know it's here in the country. It looks third world, guys. You would be shocked to know that was in the United States of America.
Yeah. And
because,
what's
it
odd
does look
about
third
that?
world.
Yeah, what's odd about that, if we think in terms of the indoctrination centers, that was a young person trying to do the cleanup, actually had some morals and values. And the people acting badly are the older people, the ones who usually we think of as having grew up in better times and having morals and values. The roles were reversed there. And it is indeed part of, and I hate to say it, but what's the makeup of that crowd? How much of them are actual U.S. citizens, and how much are these, like we've discussed, entitled illegal immigrants who come here looking for handouts, don't respect anything, don't respect themselves, don't respect you or me, don't respect anything. They're filth. They are filth, literally and figuratively, and we saw it in that clip. Them wanting to live in filth.
Yeah, who the hell would want to live like that? I wouldn't.
I mean, if you came to my house, I let me admit that I'm kind of a slob.
Oh God.
I'm on one couch. My other couch has got a stack of books. My winter jackets, my gloves. Even my summer hat's still sitting out over there, even though we're in January. So I full disclosure,
Joseph forgot to pick up from the last summer. Yeah, he forgot to. He's like the little boy that doesn't pick up after his mother's laundry. Yeah.
Just full disclosure, I'm a bit of a hoarder and a slob, but that's
Joseph,
in the confines of my own home.
You would surprise the hell out of
all
Kathleen.
over the street.
You remember Kathleen? You would surprise the hell out of Kathleen. Seen the show the other day. She's like, "Oh my God, is Joseph in a studio?" I was like, "No, that's a green screen." I hate to give a little teaser out, spoiler, but spoiler.
You know how I choose to keep things handy, as I like to call it. That's my excuse, right? It's right there handy. I'm going to need it, so it's out. I didn't put it in the closet, right? I'm going to wear my coat today. Why hang it up in the closet? I just put it on the couch. All right. But I'm not slobbing all over town, right? I'm not dropping shit on the ground everywhere I go. And, there's a difference there, right?
Oh, yeah. Big difference.
But again, I deal in honesty and truth. So full disclosure there.
Yeah. Well, we were given honesty and truth on the show yesterday, guys. Check this out. Joseph literally hammering Sauce here.
Fact checker. Still, it's a load of bull. Yeah, they wouldn't know a fact if it came out of their toilet and bit them in the ass.
It's terrible.
While they were sitting on the throne.
And I just retweeted. I said, check this episode out.
Actually, let's question Sauce. Sauce is being very.
That's because Sauce is in cahoots with the tweeters, apparently. He just tweeted.
Apparently.
See, Sauce is out there inviting the liberal trolls to attack you, Michael. Now the truth comes out.
Well, no, I just said, check this episode out.
On the show.
Huh?
Anyways.
No, so Michael, you're not verified on Twitter?
Hell no, they're not going to verify him or
We're going
me.
to do a little experiment here.
Elon we might be able to get verified now, but I got to get unpermabanned first before I can get verified.
Yeah, Joseph, you need to be unpermabanned.
Yeah.
Joseph, what the hell is unpermabanned? What is that? I don't understand that word.
Well, I've been permanently, my main account on Twitter has been permanently banned. I can't use it. So, Same with Fascist Book. I had a Twitter account and a Fascist Book account. J. Leonard Detroit on Twitter and Joseph M. Leonard, my regular name, on a Fascist Book that were created in 2006. So,
holy shit.
So for basically decades, I was fine. But in the last few years, my truth or dealing in facts. You know, the left uses that fake my truth shit. The facts are inconvenient to them, so they permanently ban those accounts. So yeah, I'm trying to get unbanned on Twitter, but so far no good. We'll see what happens.
How's the book going so far, Joseph?
Going good. But yeah, regarding that clip, the reason why Twitter came up is because Michael got this idiotic notion of going Twitter live with the broadcast, stupidly thinking, or stupidly not factoring in the fact that all we were going to get were snowflake trolls, and indeed that's what we got, a bunch of snowflake trolls. Although Marjorie Taylor Greene chimed in.
Yeah, she chimed in.
So,
yeah, like a couple weeks ago, about a week ago, actually. Yeah, a week ago on the other show, she chimed in and she gave us her insight, and I applaud her for that. Which she's going to be on the show soon, guys. It's going to be a big show. So yeah, I can't wait for her to be on the show.
But yeah, I'm not looking forward to the days that when Michael says, "Hey, we're going to do this partly Twitter live." Oh, great. More damn fucking snowflakes chiming in.
Well, speaking of snowflakes, Joseph, I'm getting attacked by our good friends over there, with Tommy Nation and Jabari. Oh God, they're sending me love letters every day on Instagram, mainly Instagram. I think that's their marquee. They're sending me these little love letters. I call them love letters because I think they're in love with me, because they are homosexual. I do strike a nice pose, I guess, to the homosexual man, maybe. But it's like he's telling me, he's like, you and Joseph are spreading some really bad stuff.
Yeah, Tommy Infant Nation, because they're all wet behind the ears, fully out of the indoctrination factories. Tommy Nation, I challenged him on who Saul Alinsky was. He was clueless. I challenged him on who Cloward and Piven are, clueless. But yet they espouse those values, and they don't know why. It's because they're parrots. They just parrot out. And then the other guy, just call him Jar Jar Binks.
Well, Tommy's my age.
Star Wars.
Yeah.
Oh, is he?
Yeah, I was going to say, Tommy's my age. I don't understand why he's having these issues.
Well, you're young compared to me.
Jabbar is the young one, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it's only 20 years, Joseph. It's not that much. But anyway, guys, if you haven't picked up Joseph's book, guys, I highly suggest you pick up Joseph's book, Terror Strikes. We got a clip here for you. We'll plug it in again.
Yeah, that little blurb about getting a text in the night and all it says is go-go's is from the back of the book blurb. And, because it's historical fiction, but it's a political thriller, more or less. And again, it's not just about terrorism. It's about a lot of things. I say it's not a book about death. It's about life and living, including American fascocrats, not just foreign terrorists that want to destroy America. So, what's that Go-Go's text about? It's meant to be cryptic, So you got to read the book and find out what that's all about.
I never understood that, Joseph.
You've read the book, but I know you're just kidding. But people got to read the book. That's the point. You got to read the book.
At first, when I was looking at the Go-Go, before I before I read the book, I had the trailer, way before I read the book, and I'm trying to figure out what the hell the go-go was. I thought Joseph was going to a go-go bar or something. But yeah. So I'm telling you.
Yeah,
but yeah, guys,
no,
we're gonna close it out here in another couple minutes. But yeah. Other than that, Joseph, you got anything else going on today, man? I know it was a short episode, but we gotta make it quick because I gotta be on the Sosh report around like 11:30, 11:20.
Oh, that's good. That's good. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, you got to get ready for that. And yeah, I've got an interview at 4 in the afternoon Eastern time here. I forget what show it is. So yeah, the interview
You don't know what
bookings
show
are
it is,
picking
Joseph?
up again. Well, it's in my notes. I'm just not going to look at my notes right now. I don't want to plug a show again and then them cancel on me at the last minute. Remember the last time I mentioned that one show? I had to go. I got to go. I left your show early, and the idiot cancels on me 10 minutes
They
before
canceled
the
on
show.
you, yeah.
And it was the third time he did it. Third time. 3 strikes, you're out.
3 strikes, you're out.
Your
At
show
the
is
all
dead
ball
to me.
game.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
that reminds me. Yeah, since you mentioned baseball, there's a reason why the book's called Terror Strikes. It's a double meaning, a double entendre, not sexual in nature, but strikes as in they strike, as in they attack, and strikes as in baseball. There is a baseball thread through Terror Strikes. So yeah, strikes as in 3 strikes, you're out. So there's a bunch of double meanings in there.
Yeah, I got to make some announcement, guys. I'm going to plug my book in here. I like to plug it as much as possible. It's promoting. Not every listener here listens to the show every day, and some listeners are like, "I never seen the book trailer yet, Michael." Well, I'm plugging it in as much as I can. I know we get some new listeners on the show every now and then, and they haven't heard of the book or they haven't even heard of the show yet. So, but guys, I gotta make some announcements. We're doing a show today. Obviously, tomorrow we're having a show with Uncle Herpes for part 2. I'm told by him that he won't have his makeup on because he's got some burnt. He burned his face or something recently. I hope it wasn't intentionally. Yeah. He burned his face, Joseph. It's terrible. But anyway, so we're gonna have Uncle Herpes on for part 2. I'm sure that's gonna be a fun little bit. He's gonna be on for part 2, and this is actually gonna be video, so you can actually see who the man behind the persona is.
Yeah.
So that's gonna be a really good thing.
Maybe he burnt himself on one of them gas stoves that the left wants to ban now. We didn't get into that.
I hope not, Joseph. I really hope not. But he'll be on for part 2, and then who else? Oh, and then what's that?
Well, you must have shaky in your ear. I didn't say anything.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he was saying something to me. I'm sorry. Anyway, so yeah, we're gonna have him on for part 2. Yeah, I gotta remember. He's in this here, and then Joseph's in the other one. So they're talking about back and forth, saying, hurry up, Michael, hurry up. That's what he's telling me. We got sauce in a couple minutes.
And
here,
remember to make sure. Remember to make sure to send a link once this is up to our Israeli friend, so she comes on. So she could see that we're friendly to her. We're not a hostile. We're not here to lynch her. And now we got dead air.
Joseph, are you having some? Yeah, I was gonna say, are you having some issues? I'm having issues. I'm not having issues. Oh boy. Oh my God, what is going on with the screen here? Anyway, but yeah, so that's we're gonna have some good shows, this week. So yeah, but guys, check this out. This is America's Political Warfare: Our Modern Civil War. The book is out, guys. Check it out.
Savaged, unfiltered.
My fellow American, it looks like some things have changed. Are we doing a good enough job teaching our children what America is and what she represents?
You want to know
Younger parents aren't sure that an appreciation of America is the right thing to teach modern children.
We're not going to make America great again. It was never that great.
When I drive into a neighborhood and there are American flags, it's a message of white supremacy.
I'm warning of an eradication of the American memory that could result in an erosion of the American spirit.
We need to completely dismantle the police department.
If we forget what we did, we won't know who we are. We've got to do a better job of getting across that America is free, and freedom is special and rare. Freedom of speech, freedom of religion, freedom of enterprise. As long as we remember our first principle and believe in ourselves, the future will always be ours. Ours was the first revolution in the history of mankind that truly reversed the course of government, and with three little words: we, the people. We, the people, are free.
Pick up your copy of America's Political Warfare, Our Modern Civil War, available on Amazon.com and other platforms December 30th. Get it today.
Alrighty, guys, we're going to be wrapping it up here momentarily. I just want to let you know that today, tomorrow, and Thursday, guys, Thursday will be the last show for about 2 weeks before I go on a vacation. Yes, I need another vacation, guys. Well, the past weekend, I had something with my daughter. It was part of her school. It was like a project thing for her, so that was different. But this week, guys, I'm going on vacation for 2 weeks with my daughter. Not labeling on the show for privacy issues because I don't want people coming up to me and bothering me when I'm trying to have a time with my kid. So, but yeah, after this Thursday, guys, no show after this Thursday. We'll be returning 2 weeks after that. So I'm just letting everybody know, no shows after this Thursday. So Friday into the weekend, next Monday into the next week, no shows. The following week, no shows. And then that following other week, we'll have a show. So gives me some rest, gives Joseph rest, gives Joseph some extra airtime if he wants to go any other shows besides Monday and Wednesdays or Tuesdays or whatever. So yeah, so good stuff. But that's hey, sometimes you need a break, right, Joseph? You need a break.
Yeah, so. You're pulling a Joe Biden. He's forever on vacation, and
no, I'm not gonna do that. But
you
2 weeks I need.
You have Kaepernick in your book trailer. Yesterday was MLK Day, so I shared a meme. I had MLK on one side of the image, a real American patriot, and on the other side of the image, Kaepernick, a whiny, spoiled bitch. So
he is a whiny bitch. I mean, that's all he does is fucking whine now. Like another entitlement little brat.
Yep.
Thinks everything is owed to him. This and that and that. This. But I apologize for the glitches. Shaky was given glitches in the other part of the room, and he was unplugging shit. And I was like, God damn it, Shaky. Fucking shit up.
Had I known, I should have thought about it, with MLK Day yesterday, and I shared that, knowing you'd put in the clip and that Kaepernick was on it. I'll have to send it to you, that meme. Maybe tomorrow after your trailer, we can show that meme too.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, we got some funny memes tomorrow, guys, for with Uncle Herpes. It's going to be hysterical. He sent me some stuff in the email. Shaky's putting it together as we speak in the other room while we're doing this recorded. So that way, when we get into the digital green room, Joseph doesn't see a whole bunch of clips being back and forth, with one another. Like, what the hell's going on? We'll have all the clips. I promise, Joseph, we'll have all the clips in by then. But yeah, guys, I do want to let you know, if the background looks a little different in 2 weeks, it's not going to be at my personal house, because I do this in my personal house. I have a spare bedroom that I have all these sound panels up like this, glued to the wall. They're actually glued to the. I have glue actually on the wall, Joseph. They're all glued on the wall, man, and that's the only way to keep them on there. But But yeah, if the show looks a little different in 2 weeks, it's because of hold on, Joseph. If the show looks a little different in 2 weeks, I'm not at my studio. I'm at Shaky Studio. So
that's actually not true. What Michael just told you is fake news.
What?
He has actually.
No, it's not fake news.
He's broadcasting from the asylum. He's in the padded room.
Oh God, no, I'm not. No. This is my spare bedroom, folks. I put a lot of work into this. I have a partitional wall that separates. I got to make sure I do it correctly because when you look on the camera, left is actually right and right is actually left, right, folks? So here it is. So the partition wall would be this way. So it's actually to your left because left is right and right is left on the camera. So
it's mirrored. Yeah.
I
know. I always get that too mixed up when I want to point a direction. I was like,
yeah. So we'll be at Shaky's studio in 2 weeks when I return. Due to they have to fix these pipes and these freaking the ceiling up here because they keep on leaking and it's causing water all over. Joseph, I have water buckets over here, right over here. I have some water buckets. Yeah, it's leaking.
Oh boy,
what's going on? But anyway, guys, we're gonna get going here. Joseph, we'll see you tomorrow, buddy, with Uncle Herpes, and guys, right. After Thursday, we'll be in Shaky Studio. Really nice studio. I sent a picture to Joseph. He was like, "Damn, his studio is nicer than yours." I was like, "Geez, thanks."
Yeah, and I just uploaded that meme. This is a hero. This is a whiny brat.
Where's that on your social media?
I just put it up in our Instagram chat.
Instagram chat. I didn't even see it yet. Hold on. I got to look at this first. Did he? Oh, he did send me the photo. Okay. Wow, here it is. So you don't think Joseph is making the? Oh, wow, that's nice.
Oh.
Oh God.
There we go. Yeah, now they got to see it via your phone. Okay. Yeah, this MOK. This is a hero, and then put a cap in your dick.
Oh God. Put a cap in your dick.
I couldn't think of another silly name for him. He'll put a cap in your ass, I guess, because he's a leftist loser. This is a whiny brat meme. Yeah.
Oh God.
Yeah, he's a hoodie. He's a thug.
Yeah, he's a hood rat. We used to call him hood rats up in New York.
Yeah, I can't even think of his first name now, but yeah, put a cap in your ass. We ought to call him.
Oh God. So
like our senator up here, one of them is Debbie Stabenow. We call her Stabia now because every chance she gets, she'll stab you in the back.
Oh God, that's terrible. But yeah, man,
that's back to the politics that scared off our Israeli friend. But watch this episode. You'll like us. We're with you. We're not a hostile audience.
Yeah, I'm with you too, guys. We're out of here. I gotta get going. I gotta make room for Sas's show in another 5-6 minutes now. Guys, remember, keep it savage. I'm out of here. Have a good